Hello, welcome to Brett's Picks. I'm Gwen Schroyer. This is Brett Whitehead. How you doing, Brett?
Good.
Got the Tennessee shirt on today. Rooting for Tennessee.
They play Georgia this weekend.
It's a big one. We're going to talk about that. We got a lot of things to talk about. Hey, let's talk about the college football poll rankings that came out
Last
past
night.
couple weeks, and the most recent one last night. Let's take a look at that. Right here, you have number one, Oregon, holding their own right there, just doing great. Also, Ohio State and Texas, top three. Then move on down, Penn State, Indiana, BYU, Tennessee at number 7, sitting pretty. Notre Dame.
Still at number 7.
Still at number 7. Notre Dame, Miami, and then Alabama at 10. Notice number 11, Mississippi, but Georgia at 12. Georgia dropped all the way down to number 12 after that loss. So, you can see the other teams there. Colorado 17.
Even Ole Miss.
Missouri at 23. South Carolina 21. Clemson at 20. There's a lot of good teams there.
Even Ole Miss.
A lot of good teams, but not so many elite teams right now. The SEC is knocking themselves around. Top SEC team right now is showing as Texas, according to the committee. All right, let's look at our pickers. These are the ones that are selecting who's going to win, who's going to lose based on Brett's games of the week. And Greg Whitehead, congratulations, sitting at number 1 this week. Gary Ownby and myself sitting at number 2 tied, and Langdon. And also Coach Dills, Coach Carpenter at 5, Thompson at 7. Coach
all by
German,
himself.
All by himself. Coach German at 8. And look at that, Brett Whitehead doing really well. Had a good week. Number 9, Mr. Garrett. Also Maynard, Morgan, Wagner, and Massengill on the bottom of the list, not doing so good. Really need to work on a little better picking. Maybe they're taking too many chances. Is that what you think? Seems to be that's the mindset. If I'm not doing good, I need to take some chances because I know the other people won't be picking those games. It's not working out for them. All right, first game we're going to talk about. Right here, you're looking at number 3 Texas playing against a old nemesis Arkansas. And it's at Arkansas. So really a noon game on ABC that's going to tell the test of time. Arkansas, who upset Tennessee, let's keep that in mind, has potential here to do something great. Who do you have, Brett?
I have Texas.
You got Texas. That's not an upset. You're just picking the odds favorite. Good job. Okay, next game we have number 20 Clemson playing at Pittsburgh, up in the cold, number 18 Pittsburgh. Noon game on ESPN. Who do you have, Brett?
I have Pittsburgh.
Taking the home team.
Yeah.
And also not the underdog. Clemson would
All
be
ranked.
the underdog.
All ranked.
Both teams ranked. Yeah, you're right. Next game is LSU sitting at number 22 on the rankings, and they're going to the Swamp to play Florida. 3:30 game on ABC. Who do you have, Brett?
I have LSU.
LSU taking it to them.
On the road, going
think
to
about
Florida.
This. LSU probably, because they're there in the swampy, murky depths of the bayou, they know how to handle alligators, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they do that for a living in Louisiana. All right, next game, number 23 Missouri at number 21 South Carolina. This is an old SEC East Conference rivalry. 4:15 game on SEC Network. Who do you have, Brett?
I have Missouri.
Missouri for the win.
Yeah.
On the road. Could be considered an upset.
Playing South Carolina.
Playing South Carolina, who's also been playing really well. Both teams kind of in that murky, who's going to be better here. So we'll see what's up with that. Next game, number 1 Oregon. Trying to hold it against Wisconsin. 7:30 game prime time on NBC. Who do you have, Brett?
I have Oregon.
Oregon, and that should be the case. Oregon should win that one. Shouldn't be a surprise. All right, next game, Cincinnati, unranked, playing Iowa State, unranked, 8 o'clock game on Fox. Who do you have, Brett?
I have Cincinnati.
Cincinnati for the win. The Bearcats
going
on the road. On the road
to
Iowa State.
All right,
next game is Wake Forest versus North Carolina, and this is also a prime time. 8 o'clock game on ACC Network. Basketball rivalry, big time in the ACC. Who do you have, Brett?
Wake Forest.
Going with the Forest. What do they call them? The Screaming Demons, or the Demon Devil Deacons, Screaming Deacon.
Call them Wake Forest.
They got a bunch of crazy names. I'm just making it up. Okay, next game. Next game. Number 18, Washington State at New Mexico. 9:30 game, FS1. Who do you have?
I have Washington State.
Are you sure? You sure about
Yes.
this? Okay, Washington State for the win.
Yeah.
All right.
I was going to say Washington.
Yeah, Washington State. That would be their rival.
Yeah, I was going to
All
say
right.
Washington.
All right. Next game is Kansas taking on number 6 BYU. This is a 10:30 game on CBS Sports Network. This one potentially, and we're just dealing with an intercom here. We are live. Kansas is going to have to really do something special to make this one even a game at number 6 BYU. But who do you have?
I have BYU.
BYU for the win up in Utah. All right,
Yeah.
Next game, Tennessee, woo, number 7 against number 12 Georgia, 7:30 game on ABC. Now let's look at this. You got season leaders, Nico, say his last name? Iamaleava
Yeah.
and Carson Beck. And if you look at the numbers, Carson Beck has a lot more yards, a lot more touchdowns. But you know what else he's got a lot more of?
What?
A lot more interceptions. 12 interceptions on this season against 4 for Nico. Rushing yards, Samson's just having a stellar MVP style Heisman defending season. 20 touchdowns, Brett. 20 touchdowns.
You know who did really good?
Who?
Boo Carter.
Boo Carter did really well last week too. Yeah,
last
he did.
week
He had his first interception, collegiate interception, and also did well on punt returns, which I heard this week that he's been named the starter on punt returns.
Yeah.
We'll see him a lot now. ETN for Georgia that transferred from Florida. He is the leading rushing prominent rusher for Georgia. And then in receiving yards, Thornton, who's really come out, and hopefully he'll do well on deep threat ball against Smith, who is the Georgia deep threat. But here's also a deciding factor. We're not even showing this, but defense. Tennessee has the number 1 defense in the land.
Yep.
They're best at rushing and getting to the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. That's why Carson Beck's going to have a hard time. That's my opinion. The matchup predictor for ESPN right now has Georgia with a pretty good margin of support to win this game at 61 over 38 for Tennessee. So here's the big question, Brett. Everybody wants to know, who do you think's going to win this
Tennessee.
game? Tennessee all the way. Go ball.
Yeah.
All right.
And don't forget, College Game Day is going to be.
College Game Day is going to be there. That's going to be a big
in
one.
Athens.
Nick Saban will be there. Somebody's going to try to kick a field goal. A student.
You guys watch that game against Tennessee?
Tennessee?
Against Tennessee and Georgia? Look for number 23.
You know who that is?
Boo Carter.
Boo Carter. You know him, you love him. Bradley Central's own, doing his thing.
Yeah.
All right, we got you, Boo.
And UTC has their last.
Yeah, UTC's last home game of the season this week. And who do they play?
Sanford.
Sanford. And Sanford likes to beat UTC when they can. So let's keep this game interesting.
They play
over at Finley.
They play at 1:30.
1:30 game on Finley, and you can watch that on ESPN Plus if you're not, able to go to Chattanooga or
go
watch
down.
that on the road
You
or
can
whatever.
go down and
But
see
you can
it.
go. There will be seats available. Go to Finley. It's going to be a good game.
One of our own is a senior here, Bradley.
Who's that?
Avery Brewer is
Avery Brewer.
going to
Sanford. Yeah,
It's going to Sanford.
Play basketball.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, she's going to have a great season this year. I heard on the radio this morning, Gary Owenby talking to Coach Reuter about the season and some of the facts, and also with Zach Carpenter, the boys coach.
Yeah.
And there's a really big optimism, going around about both of these teams this year. I like to see them do really, really well, Brett. And we kick it off next week on Thursday night, right here. Boys are playing Silverdale.
Yeah, that's my girlfriend's daughter
Goes to Silverdale?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Her daughter goes to Silverdale.
And the girls are also playing, and I think this is going to be a stellar matchup. You want to come see this to get it started. It's going to be a great season. Now let's talk about high school football.
Still have some team left.
We got a few teams left. There's none from Cleveland.
And Walker
Bradley
Valley.
County, they're all
Walker
done.
Valley,
Walker
too.
Valley's out. Cleveland's out. Bradley's out. But there's still some local teams playing. Top of the list, you got White County.
Charlton coming down to play Loudon.
Loudon's, they're pretty fierce. They're sitting at number 1 in their region. You got Upperman, and they're playing, who is that? Macon
County.
Macon County. And then Giles County is playing Meigs County at Meigs County. That's going to be interesting. Meigs won state championship just a few years ago.
Chattanooga Central.
Still
that's
in
the game. That's the game of the week.
Game of the week for Channel 3, playing Sequatchie.
And knocked off McMinn Central.
They did. McMinn Central fought really hard, regally hard. All right, back to our local region. Bearden is traveling all the way up to Dobbins-Bennett. Dobbins-Bennett, if you don't know, is in Kingsport, and that is a massive high school. If you've seen the sports complexes at most colleges, that's kind of how they model everything. It's really amazing. Dobbins-Bennett hosting that game. Also, Science Hill, who had a big win last week,
against Cleveland,
has to pay their dues to go play Maryville.
Against Cleveland.
They did. They won against Cleveland, but now they got to play Maryville.
At Maryville.
At Maryville. That is a tough draw to have to go do that. So
McMinn County.
We'll see how that goes.
McMinn County has to travel to Oak Ridge.
Oak Ridge is not what they used to be.
It's not far from us.
Not very far. They're not what they used to be as far as powerhouse. They're playing in a smaller division. But that being said, they're pretty fierce. And McMinn County going to have to, step it up and go to play them with everything they got.
North City will play East Hamilton.
At East Hamilton. I think that game
That's the only game from the Chattanooga
It is
playing.
Other than the ones that are close by, but we're kind of excited about all those teams that you mentioned there. So 8 games still out of our local regions, and also there's some private schools. Baylor McCauley's still in it.
Yeah.
Boyd Buchanan.
One of our very own Coach Payne.
Coach Payne over there with Boyd Buchanan. So there's a lot of college football, and you can watch that on NFHS. NFHS, the premier one to watch for anything postseason in TSSAA. All of our postseason games are published and put on NFHS. You can go back and watch them from years past. We go all the way back to 2014, Brett. That's how long we've been streaming games.
Yeah.
So pretty good matchup there. Got anything else?
We won't have a show on Thursday.
We'll do it early again next week.
I was just missing.
And we're early this week.
Just missing that as well.
Yeah. So next
Film
week,
Festival.
Catch us again on Wednesday. Bradley's hosting are having a screening day for our film festival next week. So
on Thursday.
That kind of shifts our schedule, but we're glad to be able to have Brett's picks for you this week and next week on Wednesdays.
On Thursday, the 21st, is the film festival.
That's right. And then we will have a week off for Thanksgiving and come back in December.
Don't forget, college play bowl games.
Yeah, bowl games, and we'll be talking a lot about bowl games and also the championship games in early December. So
yeah,
a lot yet to look forward to. Anything else?
Nope.
No?
Oh, somebody has a birthday.
Who is it?
This weekend.
Who is it?
My mom.
Well, happy birthday. That's pretty awesome.
My mom has a birthday this weekend. The 16th.
Mama Whitehead having a birthday.
Lisa Whitehead.
Well, we call her Mama behind her back. She's not my mama. She's your mama.
Lisa Whitehead. Yes, my mom.
Also, we have a student here, Michelle Futrell, is going to have a birthday this week. Tomorrow. Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be like, I don't know. How old are you going to be, Michelle? 17. Getting old. These high school students are. Yeah, I remember when you were 17, Brett. Yeah, that was a long time ago. I don't remember when I was 17. That was
I'm 34.
way long. I know, 34.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm almost 59. Yeah, think about that. How many years
His
ago that
birthday
was.
is in December.
Our birthday's in December. We will not have a show during my birthday because
No.
we'll be on Christmas break. But well, that's all we have, and a lot there to look forward to the next time. Until then, we'll see you
On the sideline.